peer-reviewed seminar presentation on leptospirosis prepared by Jesse and Pancho Bruno. The background of the disease. Leptospirosis is a zoonotic infectious disease caused by the pathogen Leptospiris. It is an emerging disease affecting animals, human, and the natural environment. It is a One Health threat. The disease occurs in tropical, subtropical, and temperate zone. The disease was first described by Adolf Wells in 1986, a professor of medicine. The reservoir is wild and domestic animals such as rodents and livestock. Mode of transmission, direct or indirect. Direct through the mucosal membranes of the nose, eyes, and mouth, and indirect, it could be through water, soil, or food contaminated by the urine from the infected animals. Direct exposure could also be through abrasions or traumatized skin with the urine or carcasses of the infected animals. Persons who are at risk, you have dairy farmers, veterinary and meat carriers, for example, persons who work in rice fields, persons who are in the military, are persons who are at risk. Now, the incubation period is 2 to 26 days. However, the infectious period, for example, with a human with leptospirosis could go as long as 18 weeks of the organism being excreted in their urine. As it relates to the pathogenesis, when the leptospira penetrates the skin or mucous membrane, it enters the bloodstream and it localizes itself in organs such as liver, skin, kidney, and the brain. And based on the organ that it is localized in, you have clinical manifestation. For example, if you have it in the lungs, you'll get pulmonary hemorrhage, in the kidney, renal failure. When you look at the critical analysis of the global health issue, it is an alarming public health threat, and because of its global distribution. And today, because we have increased natural disasters, flood, it is almost omnipresent in animals, and you have the natural environment. Now, the magnitude of this deadly disease is the second most prevalent zoonosis in the world, and it has been overlooked, and systemic disease control effort has also been neglected so far. The disease burden has been estimated at more than 1.5 million cases and 100 deaths per year when adjusted for underreporting. Why do you think that this condition has been neglected so far? Because it is badly understood, symptoms are not specific, detection is not made early enough, and the biology of the pathogens is very complex. In spite of its global distribution, its endemic potential due to climatic and environmental change, its human mortality rate, and socioeconomic burden, the zoonosis is also neglected. Now, what is the current strategies applied to address the global health issues? Now, you have Health and Climatic Foundation and WHO initiated a global network, and this global network is called the Global Leptospirosis Environmental Action Network, which was designed in 2011. Its plan of work is multidisciplinary and involves several sectors and stakeholders. Now, GLEAN has 4 strategic pillars, which is used to mobilize the national and international partners in research and development institutions. They look at prediction, detection, prevention, and intervention. Prediction looks at defining the main drivers of transmission. Detection, identifying the cases early. Prevention, assessing the effectiveness of preventive measures. And intervention, working on preparedness and control operational guidelines. Now, what would be some of the proposed solutions to manage the global health issue? And we're saying the battle against leptospirosis can be considered an excellent example of One Health, where the relationship between humans, animal, and the ecosystem need to be considered to better understand and manage the disease. Its control effort requires a truly multidisciplinary and coordinated approach. An integrated vision with the animal-human ecosystem interface is necessary in order to orient knowledge about the prediction, detection, prevention, and response to the outbreak of leptospirosis. Now, the proposed sustainable solution would be early diagnosis and treatment, control in terms of the case management, human immunization and protective clothing, livestock vaccination, decontamination of the environment through rodent control, development of vaccine against animal leptospirosis, a joint veterinary and public health surveillance and detection service, and the use of laboratory animals for the development of preliminary evidence of the efficacy of antibiotic chemoprophylaxis in pre- and post-exposure condition. Thank you.